So I just wanted to break down the move that we seen on Gala USDT and Bitcoin and all the other alts for that matter. And I'm going to use Gala because it is the coin that we stated in the group on the 26th of January. So I'll just grab that here. So on the 26th of January, we stated that Gala seemingly began its accumulation evolution phase, albeit on a small time frame. And in our second course, which precedes our first free course, which you can watch on YouTube, A Step in the Right Direction, we have Moving Beyond the Game. And that second course is really where we begin to introduce these accumulation and distribution evolution phases. And this is a screenshot here, which I'll just pop up here. This is a screenshot of one of those lessons where we dissect the evolution phases. So in A Step in the Right Direction, we go through the 4 basic pack cycle, where you have accumulation, followed by a move up, followed by distribution, followed by a move down. And then actually we expand upon that. And we look at the way in which you can actually identify, has accumulation officially started? Is the breakout imminent? Has distribution officially now started? And then is the movement down about to come? Because that is the 4-part basic cycle, which is always occurring on every single time frame. But as a trader, we need to have the ability to not necessarily see that accumulation distribution after the fact, but during the actual phase of the cycle. And then we dissect that further into 5 phases, okay? And this is what you are seeing here. Now we have the 1, which is the downtrend, which we discuss in Moving Beyond the Game, and the technical precision points of trends, but also the target here, which we label as our 2. And then we discuss how, in order to come out of this distribution, this downward movement here, you have to go after the downtrend level. And once that is hit, you can officially begin accumulation. Because what that is showing you is, it is showing you that this target was hit. So buys came into the market here. Enough buys or enough buying pressure came in to go after a key level. And once that key level was hit, what that is going to signal to the best traders is that accumulation can begin. And therefore, all of these shorts or this sell-off, the selling pressure that has come into the market can be absorbed. So let me show you that on Gala. So we spoke about the 26th of January. So let's go into, we'll use a replay tool and we'll cut it to this point here, where if we go on to a lower time frame, which we can, and we start marking a few downtrend levels. Now, if you're not familiar with what downtrend levels are, then of course you have not yet seen Moving Beyond the Game, where we discuss them. And they're crucial levels because they help us to identify whether we can officially go into accumulation or distribution. So you can see here, we've never once gone after these 4-hour levels. So we drop down a time frame. Now, typically we would move from the 4-hour to the 1-hour, but on Gala, it was actually a 2-hour level which was hit. Now, technically, you could go to the 1-hour and say that this is the the level here, but officially it is actually a 2-hour level. So it's actually here. Let me go to here, go back to the 1-hour. So it is a valley on the 1-hour. It's a series of distribution candles, which means it's a valley, which means it's correct. But on the higher time frame, and that becomes important for those in Digital Rain Phase 1 who have watched Phase 1, will realise why the time frame marking of the level is key. But we can say, it's a 2-hour level. Now, we have to hit this downtrend level to spark accumulation. Because what you are seeing here, you are seeing shorts constantly come into the market to move this down, okay? Or a decreased number of buys. Now, what you need to do is see buys coming to absorb the pressure. Now, if buys can come in and absorb the pressure like this, you almost get this standoff. And what that standoff creates is what the market will typically call consolidation. Now, the market is never moving sideways, as we learned in A Step in the Right Direction. But on a smaller time frame, this would allow you to see that actually this whole distribution may well be coming to an end. And that is because this first downtrend level was finally hit. So where this was not hit, this was not hit, this was not hit, this was not hit, this was not hit. And we have obviously higher time frame ones as well. We have the daily up here, okay? So there were no levels being hit right up until that 26th of January. So if we play this out, When this level gets hit on the 26th of January there, look, 26th of January, we posted that Gala has seemingly began its accumulation evolution phase. And what that is showing, which we show in Moving Beyond the Game, is the hit of our downtrend level. And that can spark our evolution phase. Now, once you have hit that level, this means that you can begin to accumulate. You can begin to build your wedge. So if you look at your wedge here, like this, which again we go into in Moving Beyond the Game to a more advanced level, you can now begin to accumulate and start to absorb all of these shorts. Hence you see this kind of sideways action. And what we end up seeing is the holding of this wedge. Now I believe it slightly expands, but as long as it doesn't go after this level, which again is a different type of level, which we explain in Moving Beyond the Game, as long as it doesn't go after this level on this side of the move, you can officially keep accumulating and moving up. And what you are going to see here is every single time in these regions here. So we'll do this, we'll remove the wedge, and we'll just do this with a nice white circle. So each and every time, so you have the first point, which creates this movement up to the knife catch, the most precise point. You then have this level, which continues the climb from here to here. Now you're starting to see accumulation at these low swings. Because of the hit of this, the bigger traders, the more knowledgeable traders are understanding that accumulation can begin. And this is what you are seeing now. Accumulation has begun. It again occurs here. This yellow level was not hit. And then you get the move up in a big way. And now the reason you move up, I don't want to go into this, but basically you end up breaking a large trend, okay? You end up breaking a large trend. And once you break large trends, you're going to see large moves, okay? Especially when you've seen this beautiful accumulation evolution phase. And this evolution phase here went through its perfect evolution. And the exact details of that are in our Moving Beyond the Game course. So I am now going to expand upon this to our mentees in our Digital Variant Phase 3 course. But I hope that helps everybody to actually digest and understand how in our Moving Beyond the Game course, we look at accumulation distribution in a more detailed light. And what it really typically allows you to do is, if, for example, you're not looking to become a day trader, let's say, of the highest level, you know, a high leverage trader, you can at least begin to actually see when accumulation can begin and therefore start to enter in more opportune moments rather than just buying at any moment and just hoping for the best and, you know, praying and hodling. You can actually begin to see, you know what, accumulations began here, I'm going to enter. And if it hits a certain level, I'll exit. If distribution's about to begin because of X, Y, and Z, I'm going to place a short. Okay, so what that Moving Beyond the Game course does is it really expands upon not only accumulation distribution, but also where key levels are, like our downtrend levels, but also our trends.